Congratulations on starting your biomedical science degree. Now that you have settled into university life, this is the perfect time to start thinking strategically about your future career. It may feel early, but planning ahead in your first year or whichever year you're in can give you a huge advantage by the time you graduate. Remember, biomedical scientists play a critical role in healthcare. In the UK alone, they perform over 1 billion tests each year, contributing to more than 75% of clinical diagnoses. With such impact comes a competitive field. So taking charge of your career journey will help you stand out. With such impact comes a competitive field. So taking charge of your career journey now will help you stand out. In this guide, we'll walk through a step-by-step plan, mixing motivational, reflective, and practical advice to help you build a rewarding career in biomedical science. So let's dive in. Hi everyone, welcome to a new video. This video, I hope it will help you because I put it under Kickstarting Your Biomedical Science Career, a 5-step strategic plan. And I thought this is a perfect way to give you to make you appreciate how important it is to start this as early as possible in your year. Now, by the time you watch this video, you would have already settled into university, whether you're first year or second year or even in your final year. So don't think that it's too late, or don't skip just because you're in your second year or final year or after whatever placement. So welcome to your biomedical science journey. The key reasons to start early, or the whole purpose of this video, is the importance of early engagement, because that will lead to major contributions, career advantage, clear roadmap. And this will maximize your potential in terms of exploring options, building skills, and the importance of seeking guidance. So let's go to the first step. So the first step is exploring your career options. That is extremely important because that will allow you to discover the opportunities that biomedical science will give you, whether career paths in biomedical science, NHS or private, to become a biomedical scientist or clinical scientist or researcher. Or if you're not interested and you want to move into lab roles, you can explore roles in health informatics, regulatory affairs, and science communication. And I've already spoken about that in previous videos, and I keep repeating, so check them out. But let's go and look at what opportunities that the biomedical science degree will give you. So biomedical science degree opens doors to many opportunities. Let's have a look at them. If you want to work in the NHS or private, biomedical scientist working in laboratory or hospital labs involves diagnosing diseases. It's a protected title requiring registration, which we're going to look at that soon. Clinical scientist or NHS HCPC, graduate training route to more advanced clinical roles in specialists specializing in genetics, immunology, via the NHS scientist training program, which is STP. If you want to get involved in academia or become an industry researcher, which involves conducting research in university, pharmaceuticals, or biotech company. And that's via, if you want to get involved in research, like I've mentioned in previous videos, you start studying masters, or you dive into PhD roles. So there are other clinical roles such as physician associate, clinical trials coordinator, or genetic counselor, which may require additional training but value biomedical science background. If you just don't want to work in a lab at all, you can move into scientific writing or even teaching, medical sales, regulatory roles where scientific knowledge is appreciated. You might be thinking, okay, I'm still doing my degree. How can I, know what's suiting me? What do I need to do? So this will be my advice to you. You need to reflect on what excites you the most. Do you see yourself working in a hospital environment or working directly on patient diagnosis? Or do you see yourself being in research and discovery and being at the heart of it? Perhaps you enjoy communicating. Maybe you like the corporate world. You might consider science education, or even to be in an outreach. What I want you to appreciate that it's not a size that fits all. This is a tough lesson that I had to learn that I didn't know. So that's something I would definitely take that on board. If you're new to this channel, welcome. My name is Aida Noor. I'm a UK registered biomedical scientist. Now, because I'm saying it almost in every video, in case you're new, you're thinking, who's this talking about this? Unless you follow me from social media, welcome. And I always repeat this because I'm walking this with you guys. I've had the longest journey to become a biomedical scientist. I can tell you all about it. That's why I'm passionate about this. So what I want you to also appreciate, the key advice I would give you is identify the key roles or the fields that spark your interest, so you can target the work that you want. Have an open mind. You might discover new roles that you study. Attending career talks or reading industry news can help, which is something you will build slowly. The goal of this stage is to simply be aware of your options and start imagining where you see yourself after graduation. This clarity will motivate you and guide you to your next step. So there's a tip that I would share with you. A biomedical science degree will give you broad set of skills. How? Graduates gone into lab sciences, further medical training, research, or even completely different sectors. So don't panic if you're unsure now. Use the first year or the year you're in to explore. Talk to your lecturers and professors about your career paths. Attend any career fairs or alumni panels and read your job profiles. Prospects.ac.uk provides a great list of a full explanation. I use it for my resources. I was using it. Actually, I didn't discover it until I graduated. If you're new to this channel, my main degree was biochemistry degree. I didn't know what to do with it, so I did masters in biomedical science, medical microbiology. None of them were accredited, and I didn't have no lab experience. But specifically after I finished my degree and I was researching because I couldn't find a job, prospects.ac.uk is the website to go to. It gives you profiles of everything. I use it for my resources on this channel. So what I want you to appreciate, every conversation that you have can spark an idea about your future. So if I would give you like tips for in terms of this point where we talk about exploring or career exploration, make sure that you discover the resources to guide you through your journey, such as being involved in activities that will help you to explore, such as attending talks, webinars, events. Join student society that are available to you. Engage with guest speakers. They're there for a reason. Use the helpful resources such as speaking to your lecturers. Explore the website that I've suggested, prospects.ac.uk, and use the university career centers or resources. These all in all, they will help you to look at where your career, how to shape your career, and how to look at it from that aspect. Let's move into the next step, which you cannot ignore and most of us follow, is building a strong academic foundation which focuses on your degree. Yes, it's still important. So this still it's a key element for your success, focusing on understanding core concepts such as deep learning, critical thinking, applications skills, the importance of IBMS accreditation degree and the options, career paths, accreditation benefits, and the importance of placement year. You might have heard about the accreditation, non-accreditation so early on. So whether your degree accredited or not, we're going to talk about that. But you need to understand your educational pathway. If you're fortunate enough and your degree is accredited, it's a direct HCPC pathway. It will give you clear progression, recognized qualifications, and immediate eligibility. Unfortunately, if you non-accredited, is not the end of the world. I've had that route myself. You can consider AP roles or MLA roles where you can do your portfolio, build your practical experience and your skills developed, and tailoring your application for that route or the whatever route you might want to take. So it's very important to choose your modules. Don't ignore that. Don't make that mistake that I have made, and your projects wisely. This will need to be aligned with your career goals. So the key consideration for module selection, the relevance to your career, interest and passion, skill development. Your final year project, depending when you start it, will enhance your CV, demonstrate expertise, and network and opportunity. So don't wait until you know when you are allocated your project. Try and think and plan and prepare for it as early as possible. You might even have an idea straight away about your project, or you might suggest. So that, don't ignore it. So this is the part that I would definitely still not ignore. I know I've shared a post recently talking, I wish I appreciated other skills other than focusing on getting the highest grade. However, your academic content is still important, but you need to make sure that it's tailored to your aspiration. So now let's move into the next step. So as much as your grades and your knowledge and your educational content is very important, you cannot ignore the importance of your practical experience. This is a mistake that I made. I didn't have no lab experience, no industry experience whatsoever, which really harmed my journey, and it delayed my start. It's an opportunity in your degree to enhance your skills. The practical experience options could include placement year, internships, volunteering. Treat labs like real work, professional conduct, time management, safety protocols. So it's very important to appreciate that gaining valuable experience through practical experience is crucial part of your journey. Whether you want to work in a lab or non-lab is still important, because for biomedical science, you have to explore placement, internships, and even volunteering, because that will enhance your CV with the skills, and it will show that you have taken the initiatives to prepare you for the future. So don't make that mistake. And we're going to talk about that, how you can build on that wherever you are. So the tips that I would suggest for gaining practical experience, or the strategies, is engage with professors, ask for guidance, seek recommendation, discuss interests, leverage career resources, contact your local lab, use career portals, explore platforms online, because that's very, very important to build on that. So we're going to look at how you can do that in the next step. So the fourth step, which is also crucial and unfortunately is overlooked, is networking and seeking mentorship. The key strategies for building connection, and I've spoken about that in previous video on the importance of that, the importance of networking. Actually, that was dedicated for mentorship. I've spoken about networking separately, but mentorship as well. So why is it very important to build connections? Is you need to connect with professionals, engage with your lecturers and professors, join the IBMS. There are discounts for students, attend any events, whether online or physical, build the supporting network, ask for advice, connect on LinkedIn, join societies, because this is very important to build peer and social networks in strategies where you have to connect, engage, and share opportunities. Building your professional networking includes creating LinkedIn profile, attending networking events, joining professional societies and your student societies, engage with peers and community, participate in study groups, share internships, leads, collaborate on projects. So you might be thinking to yourself now, okay, Aida, these are all good tips, but how do I do that? I don't know anybody. Simple email can make all the difference. Reach out professionally by keeping your messages brief and focused. Mention shared interest to foster connections and encourage on a positive response from the recipient. So don't think too much into it. Just reaching out a message on LinkedIn, or you're already building your LinkedIn. Everybody knows you're starting your journey, you're starting your career, so they're not expecting you to be flying. So be honest, be transparent. It's okay to show that your vulnerability. You're just starting your career. We were all there. I can relate because I was in your shoes before. So don't simple email to say who you are, what you're doing, what you're interested, what you're aspiring to. Simple, and end it. people love to help, and you know what, people will know who you are, which will lead to the final topic. But what I want you to appreciate from this step is, don't think too much into it. Don't, you are a student, you're building, we all been there. So don't be afraid of rejection, don't be afraid of being vulnerable and saying, hey, I'm reaching out because so and so. It's absolutely normal. People will respect that. I respect people when they reach out. I couldn't do that when I was younger. So appreciate that. Don't be afraid. Just even a simple call, you can do that. I pitched cold for my career progression. So reaching out for that, don't worry about it, do that. We're going to talk about this in the future in deep. So let's move to the next topic. So the final step that I want you to appreciate, also is overlooked, is developing your soft skills and your brand. It's essential for your career success. Soft skills such as communication, leadership, and being professional. Building your personal brand by leveraging social media, LinkedIn, and building a portfolio and blog. So there are activities where you can enhance your skills or soft skills by engaging in practical experiences. Being involved in group projects, team collaboration, shared goals, diverse perspective. Outreach initiatives where you get involved in the community, you speak publicly. Yes, you can speak publicly. We all can do that. We all can speak. And networking opportunities. And this is something I always passionately talk about. You are the brand. A brand is not about building a product and promoting for it only. A brand is you. That is actually, I came across a video this morning that there's a difference between marketing and branding, which I truly believe. So when people have a product and they are promoting for it, that's marketing. But you are the brand. Your values, your beliefs, your personality, all of that comes under a brand. So building your personal brand where you present yourself professionally online, because we all do that, and equally in person. So make sure you clean up your social media, optimize your LinkedIn profile, consider creating a blog or portfolio or vlog, whichever you guys want to express yourselves. And all that comes under portfolio, where you show your work and interest effectively. So yes, this is something I talk about professionally, the importance of your digital footprint. So be very mindful on what you share on social media, whether you're private or in public. Remember, this is a digital space. So anything you do, it's traceable. And I remember I've attended a career talk, and they said employers have some sort of accessibility to see your activity, even if you're on the private. They can access your profile. So be very mindful on what you share on the publics, on the digital spaces. So the actionable tips that I would suggest for your career journey, or the key strategies, is stay organized, use planner, set reminders, prioritize your tasks, which becomes with a habit. And to help you, you need to seek feedback by asking mentors, peer reviews, and self-reflection. So self-reflection, this is something that you will start building a lot in your career anyway. It's part of, let me talk from my point. Since we are talking about the field of biomedical science, yes, as a reflection will really help you a lot. I reflect on so much. So this is something I would definitely recommend that you build on from while you're a student. So let's recap. The essential steps for your success: you need to explore the options, build foundation, gain experience, networking and personal growth, where you seek mentorship, developing skills, build a brand. So these are that's in a nutshell for all the steps that I've shared with you. So wherever you are, take action today, because you need to utilize the resources and connections. Use the resources effectively by using career portals, university library, academic advisors that are available for you. Staying connected is just as important now. You can't be in your zone. Attending networking events, whether virtual, online, or in person, the study groups, the online forums. So I hope this is like a quick guide for you. to take away, regardless where you are in your journey. Normally people think, oh, that's it, now I've missed the boat, just because it's the you've missed the first year, or you're about to. I just think this is applicable to any stage, because I started after I graduated, not even after my degree, after my master's. So look at it, you can start at any point. So don't think just because you are in your whichever year you're in, that is not applicable. And we're going to have a look at this further, so with actionable tips. So I'm not throwing you with information, I'm sharing and I'm reflecting and I'm updating you guys. So guys, I hope this has helped you. What I want you to appreciate is embarking a biomedical science career is an exciting journey, one that you will have the power to shape starting right now, whether you're first year or final year, or you just graduated, because even if you graduated, you're still you haven't left the university straight away. It's not too late. I'm a believer that it's never too late. So what I have outlined for you here is just a strategic plan where you can explore the options, excelling in your studies or further studies, gaining experience, networking, and developing those important soft skills that I have mentioned. So don't panic. Take it one step at a time. Start small, like by taking those small steps. If you've noticed the way I presented it, I did repeat certain points because I'm a strong believer in repetition, that it will stay in your head. And I try and change the presentation thought so that it doesn't feel like it's boring. So most importantly, I want you to continue reflecting. I never believed I would be journaling or writing. So having a reflective mindset will help you throughout your journey. So regularly ask yourself, what have I enjoyed learning? What do I like the most? What do I like the least? What skill do I feel like I need to improve? This will help you to pivot. This will help you to have a very clear, and you know what? This is something I always say. Nobody has all the answers. Even for me, I don't know if I'm where I'm. It's a changing world. So embrace a positive mind, a proactive attitude. Opportunities don't come to the people who are just waiting for it. You have to. There's a saying which I can't remember on top of my head. If you're moving, opportunities will come to you. But if you're just sitting there waiting for that time or that viral moment, it's never going to happen. Just keep knocking all doors. Even some doors may not open, but eventually one door will open. So I hope this has helped you. Again, this is not me just giving you information. It's a continuous conversation. So drop in the comments or ask me all the questions. I regularly share Q&A. I actually have another Q&A coming up. So I wish you all the best, and keep shining, keep inspiring, and see you in the next video. If anybody knows how I'm recording this, but I love challenging myself. I like challenging myself. This is something you will learn in your career, my dears. This is just to test the audio. Let's crack on. Oh, I didn't realize I recorded. Okay, let's go.